So you got a surface level problem. How do you find out what the underlying issue is? Well, as a coach, the main tool of my trade is questions, using that to uncover insights. And this great framework that I want to share with you is called the Five Whys framework, developed by a guy that actually worked at Toyota. And it basically involves using the why question to peel back the layers on that surface problem to find out what's going on underneath. And what you do is just ask yourself the question 5 times. So, to use a couple of examples, this would be kind of like a hypothetical conversation, but imagine that you start off with the surface level concern, like the lady I spoke to, Sue, can I afford to retire? Well, it would start with, why are you concerned about affording retirement? Well, because I'm worried I'll run out of money. And the second question would be, well, why are you worried about running out of money? Well, because I don't know how much I'll actually need. Then the third question would be, well, why don't you know how much you'll need? Well, because I don't know what my expenses will be or how much healthcare will cost. And a fourth question would be, why don't you know what your expenses will be? Because I never actually tracked what I spend or thought about how it might change. And lastly, the fifth why would be, why haven't you tracked your spending or planned for changes? Well, because it feels overwhelming and I don't know where to start. So in this hypothetical conversation, what we thought was a money problem isn't really actually that, but one around planning and organization. And so solution here would be to come up with a simple system to track your expenses and model different retirement scenarios. Another example would be, when should I claim Social Security? Well, why are you trying to decide when to claim? Well, because I want to maximize my benefits. And why do you want to maximize your benefits? Well, because I want to make sure I have enough income in retirement. Well, why are you concerned about having enough income in retirement? Well, because I'm not sure my 401k and savings will be enough. And why aren't you sure your savings will be enough? Well, because I don't know how to turn my savings into reliable income. And lastly, why don't you know how to create reliable income? Well, because no one has ever explained how income strategies work to me. So what turns out to be a surface level problem around when to sign up for Social Security benefits reveals an underlying issue, a root problem around income planning and education, needing to understand withdrawal strategies and income generation in retirement, especially before taking Social Security.